This is the best alternative to a Square point of sale system, or also known as a POS. You guys probably already know that Square is extremely expensive. You're going to pay anywhere between 2.6% to about 3% per transaction every time you charge your customer's credit card, debit card, or their smartphone. So that means if your business is doing $30,000 per month in sales, you're paying 3%, which turns out to be $900 per month that you have to pay for Square. But with this alternative, you're actually going to pay somewhere close to $50 per month instead of paying that $900 per month. All right, so this point of sale system is actually an iPad, and there's a metal enclosure around the iPad as well as a stand. And then there's going to be a bracket so that way it can hold your credit card reader. And this credit card reader can actually take a swipe. You can dip it if there's an EMV chip, or you can do the tap to pay if your customer has tap to pay on their card, or if they want to pay with their smartphone or their Apple Watch. And then we also have our cash drawer. This is just a basic cash drawer that you can get on Amazon. And I think this cash drawer was roughly around $50. We also have a customer facing display, and I'll show you how this works in a second. And it's going to display all of the items that your customer wants to purchase, as well as the prices down below. And then over here, we actually have the receipt printer. Now, this is just a basic receipt printer. There's nothing special about it. The only thing is this receipt printer is actually connected by Bluetooth over to the iPad itself. And just to give you guys some more clarification on how this credit card reader hooks up with this iPad, is the credit card reader actually connects directly to the iPad, and then there is one cable, and this one cable actually runs from the wall all the way up and actually goes behind the stand right here, and it connects and is actually charging the credit card reader, and the credit card reader is actually charging the iPad. And if you guys can see right here on the top right, that everything is being charged just by this one cable alone. And over here, we actually have a kitchen display. So that way, when you're actually putting in the order for your customer, as soon as your customer pays, it actually pops up right here on the kitchen display. And if you guys need to send items to the kitchen before your customer actually pays, that's a setting in the back end that we can actually enable for you. So that way your customer orders, gets their food, and then they pay. But the way we have it set up in this demo is your customer pays for the food, and then it actually pops up in your kitchen. And I'll go ahead and demo that for you guys. All right, so how do we run a transaction? So our customer is going to come up into our store, and they're going to, stand in line, and then they're actually going to place their order with us. So your customer, for example, is going to get the veggie spring rolls. Say they also want a beer. We'll go ahead and give our customer a beer, and then say our customer wants dessert as well. We can go ahead and give them a dessert. And all of these menu items are customizable, and you can actually add pictures so that way it's easier for your employees to actually find the items that they're looking for. And we'll say, for example, if our customer wants a pizza, we'll give our customer a 14-inch pizza, and they can actually custom choose all of their toppings, and we can actually charge them extra for those extra toppings if we wanted to, or if not, we can always charge them $0 for the extra toppings. So we're going to go ahead and add some stuff to our customer's pizza. We're going to click on done. All right, so now what's going to happen is our customer actually has to pay for their order. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to take our customer's payment, whether that's a debit card, credit card, smartphone, Apple Watch, and we're going to take that and we're actually going to either swipe, dip, or tap to pay right here on our machine. And since this is an EMV chip, we're going to have to dip it in the side here. But before we do that, our customer is actually going to go ahead and they're going to check out the customer facing display. So it's going to tell them their order, and that's veggie spring rolls, mango cheesecake, their pizza with all their toppings, and also their beer. And then at the bottom here, it's going to tell them what the cash price is versus the card price. And the reason why there's two different prices is because we can actually pass the credit card fees off to our customers. So now your customer is going to pay for the credit card fees instead of you having to pay them out of pocket. And this is an option that Square does not give you. And that's why Square is so expensive. So this is the best alternative to using Square. So now that our customer confirmed their order, We're going to take their payment. We're going to dip it into the side right here. We're going to click on card, and it's going to actually process that order. And then now it's going to tell us to remove the card. So we're going to remove the card here. And if we look back over at our customer facing display, our customer can actually tip right here on the screen instead of printing out a receipt and then our customer having to physically sign the receipt. And then we have to save those and then input those at a later date. We don't have to do any of that. All we have to do right here is collect all of that information right here on the screen. So say, for example, our customer does not want to tip, but they can go ahead and sign right here. Click on done signing. And then it's going to ask our customer, do you want to email your receipt, text, print, or no receipt? And this is cool because we can actually collect all of our customers' information and we can actually market to them at a later date, whether that's, you know, some special promotion that you're running. So in this example, we're just going to hit print. And now over here on our receipt printer, it's actually going to print out that receipt for us. So as you can see right here, this is what our customer bought. But right down here, this non-cash adjustment is $1.32. And this is the reason why you're going to save all of that money instead of using a system like Square. Even though $1.32 doesn't sound like a lot of money, after doing 1,000 of these transactions every single month, that money starts to add up. So once the order actually gets paid for, this automatically pops up on the back end. So that way your chefs know exactly what to make. So our chefs know that our customer ordered that veggie spring roll, mango cheesecake, and then that pizza. And once they're preparing orders, once the first item is done, they can actually go ahead and check it off. Second item's ready, check it off. Third item's ready, go ahead, check it off. And then what they can do is once the order is ready to go out to the customer, all they have to do is double tap this order and it's going to disappear because the next order is going to pop up automatically. And that's how your kitchen is going to stay efficient. If you want this POS alternative instead of using Square, we can actually schedule a FaceTime or Zoom call where we can actually hop on one-on-one and you can demo this live with either myself or one of my sales guys. And you can see if this is actually a good fit for yourself and for your business. And if it's not, that's fine. There's no strings attached. But if you do want to go ahead and purchase one, you can purchase one from us and you're going to save a ton of money in credit card processing fees because you're not going to have to pay those fees to Square. So click on that link down in the description below and we can set up that call. So I'll see you guys over there. Peace.